Hello friends, welcome to first session of quantitative aptitude, and we are going to start this first session of quantitative aptitude with numbers. In this particular session we will understand the concepts on part number 1, which is introduction of numbers. Now numbers get introduced to you at very initial stage, that is junior KG, and from the 4th and 5th standard you come to know the different types of numbers. Okay, so you might feel that this is just revision of your school days maths. Okay, so let us start with this particular session. So real numbers we are going to study. The real numbers are divided into two parts, that is rational numbers and irrational numbers. So let us understand what is rational numbers are. Rational numbers are those numbers which can be expressed as p divided by q, where q is not equal to 0. So this is very necessary condition when you are defining the rational number. Why q is not equal to 0? Because if q का value अगर 0 हो जाता है, so this fraction will looks like p divided by 0, and the value of p divided by 0 is infinity, and infinity is not defined yet. Okay, so rational numbers can be positive rational numbers and negative rational numbers depending upon the values of numerator and denominator, that is the values of p and q. So we can have examples like 4 by 7 minus 3 by 8, okay, minus 4 by minus 11. All these are rational numbers. Even 3 is also rational number because हर एक नंबर के डिनोमिनेटर में 1 होता है. So this is also rational number. 0 is also rational number because 0 is written as 0 divided by 1. So all these are examples of rational numbers. Irrational numbers क्या होते हैं? Those numbers which cannot be expressed in the form p divided by q are called as the irrational numbers. ये मैंने डेफिनेशन आपको बोला, लेकिन कुछ अंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं हुआ होगा, तो what you can say that the numbers which requires calculators to find their values. Suppose if I ask you what is square root of 2, so you will stuck up with that particular value. You require either log tables or calculators to find square root of 10, square root of 15, square root of 21. Okay, so we cannot give the value of these numbers immediately. We require some calculator or log table. So those numbers are called as the irrational numbers. These numbers are also non-terminating and non-recurring in nature. Non-terminating and non-recurring in nature. Now what is non-terminating and non-recurring? For that, let us understand what is terminating and recurring fraction. So if you take the example of 4 by 2, and if you give this particular, if you find this particular value 1 by 4 in a calculator, you will get only 0.5 digits in the display of your calculator. You will not get any digit after this 5. This value get terminated here. So this fraction is a terminating fraction. Sometimes you come across this fraction like 1 by 3 is 0.3333. This is endless. This is known as a recurring fraction. But these irrational numbers are those fractions which are non-terminating and non-recurring in nature. That's why the special numbers like pi and exponential e, these are also in a category of irrational number. Now the question might be arising in your mind, sir, geometrical pi value is 22 by 7. So it is expressed in a form of p divided by q. So why it is not a rational number? But my dear friend, 22 by 7 is not an exact value of pi. This is very nearby value of pi. The exact value of pi is non-recurring and non-terminating in nature. Same with e. That's why they are irrational number. If someone asks you 2 by 22 by 7 is which kind of number, it's a rational number. Pi is a which kind of number? It's a irrational number. Okay, so rational numbers are further classified into two categories, that is integers and fractions. So fractions are nothing but numerators divided by denominator. Again here denominator is not equal to 0 because denominator अगर 0 हो गया तो फिर से पूरे fraction का value infinity हो जाएगा. We will have a separate session on fraction also. So let us understand now what is integers are. So integers are further classified or divided into three parts, that is negative integers, 0 and positive integers. Now to understand this particular part, we have this number line. Yes my dear friend, you must have remember your school days now. हमने स्कूल डेज में नंबर लाइन ड्रॉ की है जहाँ पे नंबर लाइन का ओरिजिन होता है जीरो पे. जीरो के पॉजिटिव जो आप राइट हैंड साइड जाते हो तो आपको पॉजिटिव नंबर्स मिलते हैं और लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में नेगेटिव नंबर्स मिलते हैं. ऑल नेगेटिव नंबर्स आर लेस देन जीरो and all positive numbers are greater than zero. This is very very important. And zero is, this is very important, zero is neither positive nor negative. This is very important point. Sometimes we have to use this particular concept in questions also. Now, positive integers are further classified into two categories, that is natural numbers and whole numbers. Okay, natural numbers, whole numbers. Now, what is natural number? Now, this is very, very easy and known to everyone. Natural number set is defined by n, and smallest natural number is 1, then 2, then 3, and largest natural number is not known to us. So, how you can define this natural number briefly? All counting numbers in universe. जितने भी नंबर्स हम काउंटिंग के लिए यूज करते हैं उनको हम नेचुरल नंबर कहते हैं. और यू कैन से दैट ऑल नंबर्स from 1 onward are known as natural number. 0 is not a natural number. Smallest natural number is 1. Whole number group is defined by W, and when 0 is included in a group of natural number, resulting group of number is called as whole number group. Smallest whole number is 0 and largest whole number is not known to us. Now these points are very very important. Now, when you are thinking about natural number, we have some prime numbers also in natural numbers. What are prime numbers? The prime numbers are numbers which are divisible by 1 and itself. ऐसे numbers जिनको दो ही number से division होता है, उनमें पहला number होता है 1 and second number is number itself. So prime numbers are very important in your syllabus. There are too many questions on prime numbers. So learn this particular prime number concept very carefully. From 1 to 100, you must know these prime numbers, my dear friends. Now there are 25 prime numbers from 1 to 100, and you must know these prime numbers from 2. Smallest prime number is 2. Most of the time हमारे मन में आता है कि prime number 1 होगा smallest. नहीं, 1 prime number नहीं है. Because 1 is divisible by 1 only. और हमारा कंडीशन है प्राइम नंबर होने के लिए दो नंबर से डिवीजन होना चाहिए, एक 1 एंड इटसेल्फ. सो 1 इज नॉट अ प्राइम नंबर. द स्मॉलेस्ट प्राइम नंबर इज 2. सो अगर आप कोई पूछता है कि स्मॉलेस्ट प्राइम नंबर कौन सा है, तो स्मॉलेस्ट प्राइम नंबर 2 है. एंड ओनली इवन प्राइम नंबर, ओनली इवन प्राइम नंबर is 2. No other even number is prime in nature. You can have this list. There are 25 prime numbers here. Again, one of the very important property of prime number, other than 2 and 3, if you divide any prime number by 6, if you divide any prime number by 6, whatever the remainder you got, this remainder is either 1 or 5. This is very important point, and this point will help you to recognize or to identify whether the given number is a prime number or not. कोई भी नंबर अगर प्राइम नंबर है या नहीं है, वो अगर आपको चेक करना है तो पहले उसको 6 से डिवाइड करके देखो. अगर रिमाइंडर 1 या 5 रहता है तो वो प्राइम नंबर होने की संभावना है. रहता ही है, होता ही है ऐसा नहीं है, but there is a possibility that number can be a prime number. You can check, you can pause the video, pick up any number, divide it by 6 and check whether you are getting the remainder 1 or 5. Definitely you will get remainder 1 or 5, except 2 and 3 you have to do. Suppose if I pick up randomly 37, 37 is a prime number, and let us divide this 37 by 6 now. If you divide this 37 by 6, 6 6 are 36, remainder will be 1. If you pick up this 59, 59 को 6 से डिवाइड करो, 6 9s are 54, 5 remainder बचेगा. Yes, I hope you people understood this now. Now these prime numbers are further divided into two categories. Everyone is taking the note of each and every point, my dear friends. Keep your paper and pencil ready and take the note of each and every point. Prime numbers are further divided into two categories, that is twin prime numbers and co-prime numbers. So next we are going to understand what is twin prime numbers and co-prime numbers. These concepts are very very important for solving the questions. Now twin prime numbers, When the difference between two prime numbers is 2, then those pair of that prime numbers is called as a twin prime number. Now from 1 to 200, these are the twin prime number pairs. So you can understand this concept very easily from these examples now. 3, 5. 3 and 5 both are prime numbers and the difference is 2. 5, 7 both are prime numbers and difference is 2. 11, 13 again difference is 2. 17, 19 difference is 2. So whenever you pick up any pair of prime numbers and the difference between that pair or the numbers is 2, then it is called as a twin prime number, provided both numbers should be prime in nature. Now, if you take any, see, sum of the twin prime numbers is always divisible by 12, 6, 4, 3, 2 and 1 except 3 and 5. Except 3 and 5, if you pick up any pair of twin prime numbers, this is a very important point, my dear friends. Except 3 and 5, if you pick up any pair of prime number, twin prime number, and if you add them, their sum is always divisible by 12. And whenever the number is divisible by 12, it will be divisible by 6, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Because 6, 4, 3, 2, 1 के टेबल में 12 आता ही है. Let us take example. 5 plus 7, 12 होता है. Divisible by 12. 11 plus 13, total 24. 17 and 19, total is 36. You take any number, twin prime number. I request all of you to pause the video and just add these numbers, pair of twin prime numbers, and check whether these are divisible by 12, 6, 4, 3, 2 and 1, except 3 and 5. Now next number, that is co-prime numbers. So what is co-prime numbers? Do you know the meaning of co? Yes, co means together. Now these are the prime numbers, or these are the numbers when there is no common factors among the given numbers, they are called as co-prime numbers. Together they are prime. Independently, individually they are not prime. But when you are taking them together, they are prime. So what it means, suppose 25, 16 and 35 are co-prime numbers. So if you factorize this 25, you will get the factors of 25 as 5 into 5. If you factorize this 16, you will get factors like 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, right? Now tell me, what is the factors of 35? Yes, 5 into 7. Now if you observe the factors of 25, 16 and 35, there is no common factor. And when there is no common factors among the factors of the given numbers, those are called as a co-prime number. I hope you people understood this. If you take 25 individually, it is not a prime number. If you take 16 individually, it is not a prime number. 35 individually, not a prime number. But if you take them together, they are co-prime numbers. That's why before prime, there is a word co. Together, they are prime numbers. Okay. Now let us try to understand this next number, that is composite numbers. This is exactly what we have learned in a prime number. This is opposite of prime numbers, you can say. When the numbers is divisible by more than two numbers. When number is divisible by more than two numbers. Prime numbers में हमने देखा when number is divisible by only two numbers. But co-prime number में दो से ज्यादा number से division अगर होता है. For example, 25 is a composite number. Why? 25 is divisible by 1, 25 is divisible by 5 and 25 is divisible by 25 also. So 25 is divisible by more than two numbers, that's why it is a composite number. And smallest composite number is 4. 1 to 100 में 74 कंपोजिट नंबर है. अभी ये कैसे निकाला हमने ये देखा कि 1 to 100 में 25 प्राइम नंबर्स है. सो 1 to 100 तक 100 नंबर में से 25 चले गए, बचे 75. और 75 में 1 भी है और 1 इज नीदर प्राइम नॉर कंपोजिट. एक ये नंबर प्राइम भी नहीं है और कंपोजिट भी नहीं है, तो इसलिए वो एक भी हट जाएगा, 74 कंपोजिट नंबर्स आएंगे. So this is all about introduction of numbers, my dear friend. I hope you people understood this particular concept. If you not understood any part of this session, go back to that particular part, rewind it and concrete that particular concept. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye. Happy learning.